Hello, my friends. What's going on? We are here with our late night live show once again. Um, I'm glad to have you all here. We have Sterling here, and we have one of our new members, Theon. Welcome, Theon.
Thank you, thank you. Very happy to be here, and I'm ready for this talk show.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Sterling, I think you are muted at the moment. I don't know if you're.
Yeah, sorry about that. How we doing, guys? Theon, welcome, man. I'm so happy you're here. And we're gonna sit down and have a little fun chat after work today about the markets. Let's get into it. Groovy, you got a chart ready for us?
All right, my people. So let's start with some TA on BTC, right? We just had our daily close today, um, 10 minutes ago. And yeah, so we closed the daily on a very interesting area, actually. We closed at the 35K level at the 34,600, something like that. Um, Wait, I see some movement on the chat. Juan, hello.
Hello,
Mr.
Juan.
Crypto. Mr. Crypto is here once again. Thank you for checking it out, man. Hey, Bart and Pete as well.
All
I'm
right.
glad you guys are here with us.
What's up, Pete?
But yeah, BTC, we had this daily close. So, what I talked about earlier today um, is that this 35K area is very significant for BTC, right? Because it's the 618 level for this retracement right here, this Fibonacci retracement. Basically, this swing low right here to this swing high right here on the daily, and then we had this middle range resistance to watch, and we got kind of rejected by this area on the daily close. But the thing is, we actually held up pretty nicely. The bulls actually maintained the price at this level. You're gonna see it on the 4 hour as well in a moment. Um, so yeah, uh, the bullish scenario for today is gonna be if we actually start closing 4 hour candles above 35K and continuing up from there. And the bearish scenario would be if we actually sell off from this resistance point right here and come back into the 32 33s and see if we hold that level. But yeah, looking at the 4 hour now. Oh, one more thing actually, the 21 EMA, I almost forgot. We hit the 21 EMA on the daily time frame almost to the dollar. If you look
Yeah.
here,
Yes.
crazy stuff, right?
Yeah, we were getting a lot of rejection. There's so much resistance there. That was the same area as that trend line that we've been looking at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we got a lot of resistance here. We're gonna need some volume to get out of this. Uh, but let's hope it's what we can do so far. But looking at the 4 hour, we're gonna see actually a more zoomed in view of this whole rejection, because we were hammering this resistance all day today, and we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost, yeah, 7 touches on this resistance, and we got rejected every time. But the bulls, every time they managed to keep the price on this range right here. So there is selling pressure and buying pressure on this area. So the fight is still going, and we're gonna see if the bulls are gonna win or the bears are gonna win in this area.
It's pretty crazy because neither people that long or short aren't making any money at the moment because the market is just stable.
Exactly.
It's been stagnant between the 34 and the 35K. which is
Yeah.
really really interesting.
Well, yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on how long you were staying in those trades too, because
Yeah.
a lot of sideways movement sometimes, for depending on how you structure your trades and how long you stay in them, it could be good or bad. Because if you get
Yeah.
the bad end of a long trade and you stay in it too long, it's not good news.
Yeah, but basically what's happening is as soon as you put your trade up, it's either gonna keep on stale or it's gonna go in the other direction. But yeah, it's crazy right now. It's kind of dangerous, but I would actually wait for a decision on this area, either for us to actually turn it as support and then you can place a long, or if we actually begin really to get some selling volume and then you can uh, think about getting into a short here. But
We've
yeah,
been talking about it. Like, we need the volume to get us through that resistance.
exactly. But yeah, this is the 4 hour for BTC. We looked at the daily as well. uh, I want to actually update us on the Wyckoff model, because this
Ah,
is something that we have been watching for a while now. And yeah, we completed the tests. The volume is actually trending down, so this is something that is common for this particular phase of the Wyckoff. And essentially what we want to see here is we want to keep making higher lows, and we want to continue up from there. So we essentially have to break this 35k level if we want to continue with this model. But what do you guys think? Are we gonna actually play it out, or
a lot of people definitely do believe that we are following this Wyckoff pattern. Um, I've always been skeptical, but the distribution played out almost to the T.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
this accumulation phase looks like it's doing the same. I think right now we just have institutions that are controlling the market. I don't think that they want to drop, and with they I mean, Tesla and Michael Saylor even, because they
yeah,
all bought around this price. Like I think his average of Michael Saylor is around this price. So um, I don't really think that the market will drop much lower. People kept on saying 20k, 20k. I don't
yeah,
really see that happening, but that's just
yeah,
my personal opinion.
yeah. I don't see us dropping below 30k, to be honest. A lot of demand head there. Oh, Crunchy is actually in the chat as well. Hi, Crunchy. How are you doing?
Hello, Crunchy.
Hello, Crunchy. Nice to see you, man.
Yeah,
Long time
Pete
no talk.
actually. Sorry, Sterling.
Long time no talk.
Yeah.
Crunchy. Pete's
Uh,
welcoming him.
Pete actually mentioned the 1 hour time frame, so let's look at that. Um, he talked about a symmetrical triangle. Let's see if this qualifies. Oh,
Oh, that looks
indeed,
interesting.
we have our upper resistance and we have our
Ooh.
bottom support here as well. Mr. Pete, thank you for that. This is actually a valid pattern. Um, yeah, so we're gonna see how it plays out. Let me see the volume here, actually, how it is. It's trending down as well. So this is textbook triangle for us right there. Volume trending down to the apex and then probably exploding either to the downside or to the upside from here. So yeah, thank you, Pete. That was nice.
That would explain the sideways movement of the day as well, since it's
Mhm.
moving perfectly in that triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is BTC. Let me actually look at Ethereum right now. What's up, Art? I see you mentioning my name on the chat. Um, but yeah, Ethereum we have. a lot of areas of significance as well. First of all, the 2K level, 2,100, something like that. We bounced from it. We are seeing some resistance there. For middle range, we have our 1900s as a significant level as well, like from here and from this point here as well. So we have a lot of support here if we actually come back down from this resistance, and then we can bounce on it and potentially retest the 2100 level. And the bottom, do or die level, 1700s. I don't believe we're going down there anytime soon, but it's a level as well for us to keep in mind. Yeah.
By the way,
You guys have.
Mr.
Sorry.
Crypto, I'm sorry to cut you off, Groovy. Mr. Crypto just commented. He asked, "How do you know them all?" Well, we're just friends from a community. We've been trading together for about almost a year now. It feels like forever now, but we've definitely become a solid community over the past.
Yeah,
few
a bunch of people who are commenting on the chat right now, guys, is actually part of our Discord community. And obviously we have some people from YouTube as well, but most people here either we know from Discord or they are new to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, a lot of people are finding us on Twitter.
Exactly.
Stopping in.
And Crunchy, I think, is just stalking me because he wanted to watch me talk during a live show, I guess. So that's why he's here. Probably trying to farm some clips.
Mr. Crypto asks if it is it private. No, actually, we have. It's if you wanna join our Discord, Mr. Crypto, you can do so. We have the link in our description, so you can check it out there, and you can come and talk with us on the Discord as well. You will be very welcome. By the way. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys have any charts you want to talk about, any altcoins, whatever.
Theon, you wanted to show us a few charts, didn't you?
I prepared SXP Bitcoin chart.
Let's get into it.
And I've also, put up the website. Let's go here first, maybe Coin Market Calendar, where we have the updates for SXP. We've got the new wallet app coming out the 30th of June.
Wow.
And we've got DeFi integrations, which is really exciting. The 6th of July, which is also, within like a week's notice. We've got the testnet launch, which is also, a really interesting thing. As you can see, they've announced it. I would actually have to watch their AMA because I've not done that. But these events coming up, guys, it's always very helpful if you know that they're coming up, so you can base your trades off of them.
Yeah.
1 second.
I never actually looked at SXP that much. I on the beginning of the year, it was a big one. A lot of people were talking about it. I'll be honest, I don't know the project very well, but it seems like it has a lot of people that know it and believe in it. Theon being one of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I traded a lot of SXP actually in the beginning of the year. But yeah, it looks go on.
So on the dollar chart, I think we've reached the price of hold on, where we are here. Let's see. Right. So on the dollar chart, we reached the price of like $6. I think that the coin had much more potential, but we had obviously the Bitcoin crash.
Yes.
But as you can see, when we go to its BTC pair, we haven't really performed like we did last year at the start of July. So here we are again, same time period, but I do think that this is an extended bull run. So everything right now is basically waiting on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
is Bitcoin going to perform? Is Bitcoin going to consolidate here and then have that upwards trajectory afterwards? Is what we're all waiting for.
Yeah.
Obviously, if that's not going to happen, then these altcoins, I don't see them performing. Maybe some will, but it will be really random and it will be really quick. As you can see here, this
Yeah.
is the weekly chart, and when these coins move, they move. Like we have, over here, this weekly candle is a candle of about 223%. So that's a 3x
Damn.
in a week.
Jeez.
Um,
That is, yeah, that is awesome. But
so
yeah,
when they move, they move.
exactly. We saw that a lot of the market cap for altcoins actually decreased. We lost a few billions for altcoins, and even with the dominance of BTC actually really low right now, it's at 46 if I'm not mistaken. The altcoins, they have been really quiet or even dropping lower. And I think most of that is because of the fear on the market right now. Because even BTC being with as low dominance uh, as it does right now, um, the altcoins have not been able to push through. But that's because there's not much volume. There's not much money coming into the altcoin market right now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because obviously, there was a lot of FUD going on these
Hmm.
last couple of weeks. Um, so I switched for a second. I switched to the alt market cap, and I just noticed something really interesting. Is where back in 2017 we had our first leg down, then we went up a little bit, right, on the dominance again, and we went down again, up, down. So I just think we went down, obviously to 37. We made our way back up, and I think as a lot of people on the YouTubes are talking about a super cycle that we might see another leg down to complete the ABC correction wave down here, and
Yeah.
this is when alts obviously will perform. The only thing that Bitcoin needs to do is have this slow grind upwards, so all the money flow goes into altcoins, and then at the end, as it always has been, all the money will go back out of altcoins, and
Yeah.
Bitcoin will enter that parabolic blow off top phase that will make us all some good money,
Oh yeah.
hopefully.
Nice. Yeah. Um, but yeah, there's some really strong signs for BTC, especially on the on-chain side of things, that is showing it potentially uh, move up from here. And I have some, if you guys don't mind, a lot of on-chain analysis here that is very interesting.
Yes.
Uh, the first things that we actually need to can talk about here is the two that I've been watching the most, and the first one would be the number of the addresses with a balance uh, above 1,000 BTC. So this is basically smart money institutions and stuff, and you see that the price is uh, moving a lot with the way that these addresses are being moved as well. So it's following along. There has been some sideways movement and some signs of accumulation from the smart money in this chart right here. So if you look here, We have no decrease, as we have seen on the euphoria phase and the hype phase uh, a couple months ago. Um, so yeah, this is the first sign of actually accumulation. Obviously, we want to see some leg ups on this chart in the future for us to keep moving forward and keep moving up, especially. And the other one that I talked about earlier as well, but I think a lot of people are missing, is the money flow that is being dragged into the exchanges. So this is USDT Tether, and we had the most volume of Tether moved onto exchanges a couple days ago. We had a lot of volume. This is the all-time high, actually, from volume of USDT. The last one was at February 3rd, I believe. Yeah. So this is right around the time that Tesla bought BTC as well. This inflow here. A lot of people actually talked about how this can be internal transfers on exchanges, but uh, I believe that it's not only that, because USDC had a lot of that as well, and it's potentially a big part of this can be people actually trying to buy or accumulating BTC or other assets as well on the market. Um, but another thing that I really found interesting is this article from Anthony Pompliano. If you guys don't know him, from Twitter as well, he's a very famous guy on the crypto space. And he made this article on his subscribed letter here, where he talked about basically on-chain analysis and how strong hands are aggressively accumulating BTC. Um, and he actually made this along with Willy Woo as well, the on-chain analyst. And I highlighted some parts here that show some great insights. The first one is this illiquid supply chain for BTC. Um, and if you take a look at this chart here, we see that a massively decrease uh, right as the time that we dumped from the all-time highs. And now, as the price is moving sideways, we are seeing a recovery of this number. If you look here in this curve here.
Wow.
So this is a strong sign of accumulation. And even if the price is not really following, we see that smart money is actually getting into BTC. And he highlights here accumulation from strong hands and experienced market participants has continued. The liquid supply chain metric uh, was made by Willy Woo is still continue, also dubbed the Rick Astley indicator by Willy Woo, actually, is still continuing its trend of strong accumulation from entities that statistically have a very low likelihood of selling. So this is basically people who hodlers, basically hodlers and people who hold for long periods of time. And we see the number increasing a lot. And
Wow.
also, he says here, this ratio is very similar to the metric above. So he points out the liquid supply ratio as well. This is actually made by Willy Woo, this chart here. And this is essentially describing the same thing, but it's just trend line of this simple ratio. And Willy actually spotted this bullish divergence on this metric, where we see liquid supply increasing by strong hands, and as the price is decreasing. So this is another strong sign of accumulation, and we can potentially see the results of this very soon. So yeah,
That is very
that's
interesting. Wow.
basically some very interesting data that we have available for us.
Well, if this
Yeah.
is pointing out accumulation, then it definitely matches the wick of
The Wyckoff.
that
Yeah.
as well. So
Exactly.
I'm that was impressive. I really thought that was very interesting. So what is can we talk about what is the best platforms to be doing on-chain analysis, Groovy?
Okay, so we obviously have Glassnode, which is one of the most famous one for this kind of on-chain analysis. They are a very good platform. They have a lot of data here. We also have CryptoQuant, which is similar to Glassnode, and also they are a great platform. I recommend them. So yeah, these are the two that I know and I use the most. And I think it's basically what you need for on-chain. You also have the paid versions of these websites, of these platforms, so you can have even more in depth. But I see on the chat here that people are asking. Seneliso, he asks any advice on how to get started with fundamental analysis. Uh, if you guys wanna have anything to comment on that, I can
uh,
jump in as well.
I think getting started with the fundamentals is getting to know the coin that you're investing in. So obviously, let's say for example you're investing in Swipe or Bitcoin or Ethereum. Let's pick Ethereum. Ethereum has a couple of really interesting updates coming out. The most important one being, for example, the London hard fork, which will then lead up to ETH 2.0. So basically, fundamental analysis is everything that has to do with the coin that you are doing research in. It goes from tweets to hard fork updates to listings. That's all fundamental analysis, which then again, uh, you know, plays a big part in the technical analysis as well.
Yeah,
Let's say that you are, you know, forming a symmetrical triangle on the daily chart, and near the apex you have very bullish news for that coin. Then and also if it's during a bull run, that price will then most likely break to the upside. So fundamental analysis is everything that has to do with the cryptocurrency space or with the coin that you are doing research on.
yeah. Senelis also asks how to read data. Um, so yeah, if you're talking about fundamental analysis based on projects alone, I would say that the first thing that you want to do is actually want to know the team of that particular asset. So if you got a project like Ethereum, like Theon mentioned, um, the first thing that I would do actually is actually know who's the team behind it, and is the team capable of uh, moving forward with the project. How many people are there? Are their identities public or not? Because that's a big part of everything. And then after that, you start looking at the fundamentals of the project itself, right? What it does for the space, the use case and stuff. So yeah, you can find some very good information on the internet and on the website for that particular project. And but if you're talking about on chain, like I'm doing here, uh, we have a lot of material actually, both on YouTube and on the platforms itself themselves. If you want to learn about on chain analysis, it's very fun to do actually, because you learn a lot of the about the crypto market and about BTC and stuff, and you can actually base a lot of your trades uh, on chain analysis, like we are doing here. Um, if you wanna come into this Discord and talk to me as well, I can show you guys a bunch of ways as well to actually read on-chain analysis, and I'm sure gonna do some videos as well on it very soon, some tutorials and stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, you can stay tuned to us because there's gonna be some stuff on chain analysis as well.
Yes.
That's definitely very interesting, the on-chain analysis, and I would be delighted to hear more about it, because I'm very new to the on-chain data and stuff. I've seen it on a couple of YouTube videos, but I've been busy, and I didn't have the time to actually look into it myself. So
Yeah. By the way, thank you guys for the comments. I'm really glad that you all are participating with us. Kyle says, "Groovy the man." Thank you, man. And Jose actually asks, breaking out of the triangle showed earlier, will it be this time we get past 35K? If we actually break to the upside, I think so, man.
and we're on 35.1 at the moment. We are.
Oh, we're actually breaking out right now.
Yeah.
How about that?
Senaliso says, I'm taking notes. Good. Mr. Crypto said, we love you guys. We love you too, Mr. Crypto. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. We love you guys as well. And look at that, guys. We are breaking out right now.
Wow.
We got a lot of volume coming in already. And we are breaking past 35. I would like to see some 4-hour candles close above this orange line here that you guys are seeing. So be careful, guys. Do not jump into any trades too fast. Let's wait for some confirmation before doing that. But this is looking very promising so far. Yeah, let's see how it does, man.
I think maybe if we see already a 1-hour close above the triangle, and then maybe retest the neckline of it, is also and then if we see a
Exactly.
clear bounce.
Yeah, Senelizo actually he asks where can we message you? If you guys look at the description for this live stream on YouTube, we have a link for our Discord server, and so you guys can join from there, and then you get access to all of our members, everyone. We do live TA every day, so we are all present at the Discord basically every day as well. So if you guys want to hang around, just if you guys want to learn, if you guys want to just talk, you can come check us out, man.
Yeah, we
We'll be
sit
glad to have you
there and
guys.
talk all day, even if it's not about the charts. I mean, we try to talk a lot about crypto, but we've also became really good friends, which is awesome.
Yeah, we have a really nice community over there, guys.
So
there's
yeah,
always someone online to talk as well. So like if there's a person with a question, there's always someone there to answer it, which is amazing.
yeah. And there's a lot of good data in there. Like we have a bunch of channels in the Discord server that just show different data, and data when it comes to market cap valuation, on-chain analysis, just regular everyday patterns that we see on charts and candlestick charts, and just calling out
exactly.
divergences. That's what we do all day long, and we love doing it.
Yep. I don't know if you guys have any charts to talk about. I would just want to point out something as well here. Is this little chart here. And this chart, it shows entities net growth. So this is also similar to this chart right here, which shows um, smart money and people with 1K balance or more. And this shows entities that basically are holding BTC as well. So this is of various different sizes of wallets, but it's mostly smart money as well. We can track it from this entities net growth, and you see that we are doing a nice V shape recovery in this chart here, and the price has not reacted to it yet. But we are seeing that the price is actually recovering. Um, so I have high hopes for the future for BTC for the next weeks, because this is all really exciting stuff that are appearing in the on-chain analysis. Um, and we only have this kind of analysis in crypto because of the decentralization aspect.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you
Uh,
can't, because where are you going to get that data?
Exactly.
Crypto is decentralized, and you could see the entire Bitcoin blockchain, understand it, and
Yeah.
analyze it properly. But you wouldn't be able to do that with regular other monetary
exactly.
systems, financial systems.
I was taking a quick look at XMR Monero because I think I saw Pete post about that a little while ago.
Oh yeah, let's look at it. Do you have a chart for it?
Yeah, I was currently just I didn't have any analysis on it, but it shouldn't take me that long. I mean, you can switch if you want.
Yeah, we got you up.
So as you can see here, Monero has actually been around for quite a long time. It's a privacy coin. So basically, what that is you can obviously send someone Monero, and they can't track where you send it from or this, that, and the other.
Privacy coin, yes. Just like Zcash.
Yes,
Verge.
exactly.
Yes.
Monero, though, has been known to be used in a lot of criminal environments. So a lot of exchanges are actually very skeptical about the coin.
Yeah.
But as you can see on the Bitcoin chart, we have been in a bear market since 2018.
Yeah.
Reached the bottom in January on the Bitcoin chart. This is mainly, why you see this much downside on this coin at the moment is because this is where Bitcoin actually had a really parabolic phase. So, and some altcoins just didn't follow. That's why they are so low on their Bitcoin bears. Yeah, so we do see a bit of recovery here. Obviously, we had the big drop in May, but I think we've created a higher low. Well,
Yeah, we held support pretty nicely there, right?
right.
Yeah.
You could say that we kind of printed a bull flag here. So, like, and are trading in between it. So, yeah, with the overall state of the market, and if Bitcoin is following the Wyckoff pattern, as it says, accumulation zone, which is
Yeah.
slowly grinding its way up, back testing previous support and resistance lines. I definitely think that there is some upside to Monero if if there's not any more FUD, because I think lately I've been hearing some stuff about Monero that a couple of exchanges were very skeptical about it. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah. Jose is asking, if we get the retest of this breakout, are we clear until 40K, or is there any resistance before that I'm not being able to see? So here's the deal, Jose. If we actually break this, let's see. This is the 4-hour chart right now that I have here. And assuming that this breakout is going to play out, uh, we are probably going to see something like this, right? We are at this triangle. We break out of it. We break the 35K as well, which is a 618 level, a line of resistance. And then we go up and retest this level as support, obviously, and then we continue up from here. Obviously, we have the next big major resistance at the 40K level, 41K, that area. But in between those, there are some few trouble areas that we can watch. But I don't think they are very strong for the moment. So the first one would be this area right here. So we're kind of in the middle, right? So if we draw a line here, we see that this area right here was significant. So the this is the 37,800. So this one, and we see also here in this little area, and we see it here as well in this area. So you see how this was a very clear resistance at some points. Um, so it's safe to assume that if we do this move that I'm showing you here, we are gonna hit some resistance at the 37. Um, but I don't believe it's very uh, significant. We can do something like this and then make a higher low here and continue up from here to test the 40K level. So yes, I would say the next level for us to actually be careful about would be the 40K level if we manage to retake the 35K uh, in the next few hours. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So are we still considering getting rejected off of that 200 daily EMA again? Because
you made a good point there.
Yeah, because it would be the second time that we're testing the daily EMA since May 20th. So the 200 daily EMA was what we got rejected on the last swing high.
Yeah, I actually got the 200 here.
Yeah, that red ribbon, right?
Yeah, a little more clear for you guys, like this. So this is the 200. Yeah, we have confluence here actually. So the 200 daily EMA is right at the 40K level as well. So yeah, there's a lot of confluence here. It's hard to say that we're gonna break it at first tests. So I think we're gonna get rejected at first from this area because it's a very significant zone for us. But yeah, we need to actually retake this if we want to move forward from here, for sure.
But even if we get like a little bit of rejection from the daily 200 EMA, and then we kind of get like a cluster of sideways action and reclaim that 37.8K support you got right there, and then bounce off of that with kind of like a cluster of price action on like the 4-hour time frame. You know, that's also not going to, at least that's not going to give us that double top structure that we're scared about when we get rejected from that daily 200 again. Because if we get rejected again, it's pretty much the same level as last time in early June. Yeah.
I think on Bitcoin as well, if you guys go to the hourly chart, for example, and you put on the EMA ribbon, you know, we are finding clear support on these ribbons at the moment while trading in that triangle.
Yeah.
So that to me is also very bullish. You know, what I would like to see on Bitcoin would be a retest of the triangle, which would then, you know, since they are lagging indicators, which would then probably align with, you know, one of these ribbons or EMAs. But yeah, I mean, after that, it's pretty much a clear way up. You know, there's not a lot of resistance.
Yeah.
41 or 40K.
Yeah. Sterling actually mentioned a really good point, which is the 200 EMAs, right?
Yes.
And if I can just bring my chart really quick. There's the daily 200 EMA that we just showed, right? But we have the 4-hour 200 EMA as well. And I'm gonna take the opportunity here, since we have a couple hundred viewers here, and share with you guys a little strategy that I used to do on altcoin trading. and even BTC trading, you can do it as well, which involves the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. It's not a really complicated strategy, and we actually need to wait before for the price action to be under the 200 EMA on the 4 hour time frame, right? So the 200 EMA on the 4 hour right now is at the 37K level for us. So this is another resistance that we have to retake, and we see that we tried to get above this in June 15, and we never managed to actually retake this. We spent almost 2 days here at this zone, and we couldn't retake the 200 EMA. But if you guys look at the macro view here on the 4 hour, you'll see that we have been under the 200 EMA ever since the 10th of May. So usually what I do in this strategy is you basically wait for the price to actually retake the 200 EMA and make it as support, and you go from there. So if you look here for BTC, so let's say we were under, in this point in time right here, we were under the 200 in this area. We're kind of going back and forth, but never making the 200 as an actual support line. And then we finally broke it here, and then we made it support here, got back up, made it support once again. So this in here was a good buy because we actually bounced at the 200 EMA, and look at what happened after. Sorry, we made a huge leg up from there. So this is a very reliable strategy if you guys are swing trading, either spot or futures. It doesn't matter. And we actually have more examples of this. If I go to ADA 4 hour chart here as well, Cardano, we see the same thing happening. Let me actually clear this so you guys can see. And if we go to the 4 hour and we put on the 200, we saw this happening here. 200 EMA, red line acting as resistance. We break above it in this area here. We actually grab an arrow, break above, come back into the level, test it as support, bounce, and then continue up from there. So yeah, you guys can backtrack this as well on your charts and see how it does. But this is a very nice strategy for trading altcoins or BTC as well.
Even
So there you have it.
altcoin. I'm sorry to cut you off, but even altcoin and BTC pairs, because like
Yeah,
if you look at like Link BTC or VeChain to BTC, you know, VeChain to BTC hit a new all-time high this year, and it's flipping 2020's all-time high into support. Meanwhile, it's bouncing off of the 200 daily EMA.
yeah, I can actually put it up right now
Yes.
for you guys. We got BTC, and we were talking about it on Discord as well. You showed us 4 hour.
Yeah. Well,
The daily,
EMA
right?
ribbon is the daily, so it would
Daily.
be the 200 daily EMA. Yes. There
Right.
you go.
I actually had an arrow right here.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is as textbook as it gets, guys, because we have the 200, we break it out of this, form it as support, and we are bouncing on it right now.
Yeah.
Right here.
And can you show them? Can you zoom out a little bit to show them that's exactly the all-time high of 2020, roughly?
Exactly.
You know, we're on that
Right here.
same.
That's actually insane how good it matches.
Yeah, and then what led to that? Well, VeChain was trading into a falling triangle since that all-time high. Yes, in 2020, VeChain traded into a descending triangle, then broke out into a parabolic curve, as you could see by March 2021.
Yeah, we had a big diagonal resistance, right? From
Yes.
this point here. So all the way down.
And then once we broke out of that, it led us to break above the daily 200, retested as support,
And continue up from there.
and then a parabolic move.
This is awesome. This strategy works very well.
Yes.
So yeah, there you have it,
I
guys.
just think that that's amazing, man. You know,
Yeah.
technical analysis, it's just it's like magic sometimes when you see these kind of patterns. You're like, how is that? But it happens. You just got to
Yeah.
look at the charts, man.
Yeah, and we do this every day on the Discord, guys. So if you guys want to hang out with us,
Yes.
come into the Discord and let's talk. But yeah, currently for BTC, we are still trading in this range here. We're getting some volume coming in. So we're gonna just have to wait it out and see how it's gonna react to this 35K level. We closed below it once again on the 1 hour, but we have a lot of time left.
Also on Bitcoin, on the daily MACD, we just came out of a red wave. We had the bullish crossover. And then if you go to the 3-day chart and you check the MACD on there, you can see that we have been in a red wave since the 20th of March. And, you know, at around the 25th of May or the 22nd.
Yeah, can we get Theon's chart up?
Sorry, so sorry about that.
Yep.
Let's
No
get
worries, no worries.
Theon.
No problem, man.
So I'll go to daily first. You can see we have a massive bullish divergence here. And then obviously we have that crossover here,
Right there, you got the MACD. See, yeah, I was literally writing it.
which is also very, very bullish. And then if you go to the 3-day chart, you can see that we have been in a red wave since the 20th of March, which has been ages. You know, even though we had some upwards momentum here, the MACD still showed in the red.
Yeah.
Right now, we are climbing out. I think
It's crazy.
If we manage if we manage to break the 35K, and actually, I know it's still 23 hours, but if we manage to close above that and see some more upside, we might actually, print a green candle here the next coming days, this week perhaps, which would then be really bullish if we can make this crossover on the 3-day chart.
Yes.
Definitely means that we are following that wick of accumulation pattern.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Awesome stuff,
I
man.
love looking at that MACD histogram on the daily, or even on the 3-day. I think you're on the 3-day right now, but that histogram is showing you, like, from January 2021, in the beginning of the year, when we kept on making higher highs on the price action, and that histogram was showing you lower highs. So those green momentum waves on the upside of that MACD, yeah, starting from right there, we kept on making lower highs on that MACD histogram wave.
Yep.
And we kept on going up on the price, and that's what really called the top for Bitcoin. If you switch on to the 1 week time frame, so as you can see, right when that MACD histogram crossed into the red, that literally called the top for Bitcoin. Right when the histogram itself crossed into the red, exactly.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like exactly at the top. Yeah, exactly that candle here. And the top for that week was you guys can't really see it because my chart is rigged up, but this was the top for Bitcoin.
Yes.
Right here. So and this is where we had the transition from green wave to red wave, and we had, like Sterling said, that crossover.
On the weekly, yeah.
Which is now, if you also look at the weekly, we are currently, looks like we have bottomed out here, and we are currently making our way back to the upside. As you can see also, which is really important, guys, candlesticks do tell you a lot. This is a weekly chart, so this candlestick is a bullish pin bar, which is very bullish. It means that bears have tried to push the market down, but the bulls fought back, and we actually, managed to close not far from where we opened, which is really interesting to see, and a very bullish signal when you print this on the weekly chart.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, if you I think we can resume what we talked about here today. We are closing into the 1 hour mark for our live stream, and so let's wrap it up and talk about what are the things we mentioned on the stream. So if we can just get my face up in here and my chart, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are carefully optimistic about BTC right now. I do believe that this is just a mid-cycle correction for the price, and especially with the whole on-chain analysis that I mentioned here today, and the accumulations and the smart money moving into BTC, I believe we can make a recovery from here. And yeah, but we also are very careful about the bearish possibilities that we have. That's why we always say to you guys, let's get let's get step by step, never making huge predictions about what the price is going to do. Uh, so we take range by range, we trade range by range, and yeah, we carefully do things, and we scale up our investments as we should. Um, so let's recap what we talked about here. The big area for us to retake right now is 35K. So keep an eye on that, guys. This 35K resistance zone. Essentially, we need to begin closing 4 hour candles above it for us to actually move up from here. And the bearish scenario would be if we get rejected many times from this zone and we actually sell off from here, potentially into the 32s or even the 30K level again. Okay, so that's the bearish scenario for us. So we're gonna have to see how it decides in the next coming hours. And obviously, we have been following the Wyckoff model as well. So far, it has been playing out as expected. We had the spring, we had the tests. Obviously, we had phase B and phase A before as well. So we're gonna have to see how it does on this model as well. Obviously, for us to move on up from here, we have to retake the 35K. So that's another thing that we are gonna keep you guys updated on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
the-
basically all the ranges for BTC.
But Uwately from our Discord server, he's our buddy in the Discord server. He actually asked, "What do you guys think of the Ichimoku cloud right now?" He tagged me, so I just wanted to say, Uwately, I've been looking at that 4 hour Ichimoku cloud, but really, what I'm seeing the most confluence in the resistance that we're facing right now is that descending trend line that we touched about 5 times on the 4 hour chart since May 20th. So that descending trend line is meeting up right with the daily 21 EMA. And if we can break out above that, then do a retest of support above that breakout, then we can head to reclaim the 200 daily EMA. But we'll talk about it later in the server. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I just want to address Paul L is talking in the chat, and he says usually never happens textbook. Yeah, actually, we never have the exact model play out. This is just a reference point for us to actually see how the price may react in the future. And that's what we have been following in the last few days. So this is a possibility. Obviously, it's not the truth, and it's not going to play out exactly like this. But this is a reference point that we can have, as well as the other indicators that we use, and I'm sure that you use in your trading as well. So yeah, as Benjamin Cohen likes to say on his YouTube channel, every model is wrong, some are useful, right? So we just look at useful indicators and things to actually help us to potentially see and guess what the price is going to do next. Nothing more than that, man. But thank you for the comments, and thank you for joining the stream, man.
Yes. Thank you very
Right.
much.
Like Groovy said, like it usually doesn't really follow that. But like as he said, like we are using other indicators to guide us along the way of like where are we going in this market. And with the on-chain analysis that he provided, I'm actually feeling a bit more bullish at the moment. Very
Absolutely.
careful, but definitely a bit more bullish than I was a couple of days ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like it's really important that you have, if you're trading, you should definitely be a part of some kind of trading community, especially like ours, because the kind of data that we're sharing with each other here, it's priceless, man, because if you're not if you don't have access to that kind of data to look at in terms of when you're doing your trading, you're at really a disadvantage, and you're actually putting yourself
Exactly.
at risk. So
Yeah.
it's really important that we do
Yeah.
look at on-chain and patterns and candlestick price action and divergences, all that stuff, man. It's really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, never take anything as the absolute truth, guys. But you can look at the models, and it can help you along the way for sure. But I want to thank you guys again for coming into the stream. We had a lot of participation today. I am really happy uh,
Me
for you
too.
guys and for us, and for you guys who showed up on the stream. I really liked talking with you guys today. Um, and thanks
Likewise.
to Theon and Sterling for being here. We had a great talk today, guys. As always, if you guys want to see more of our content, you can access YarCrypto.com. And we also have our Discord community, as we talked about here. So you can talk with us. And if you want to learn, if you want to do TA, if you want to watch TA, or if you just want to have a good time, you can join us on the Discord. Once again, guys, thank you. And that's all
And
for me.
also check out yarcryptonews.com, where we are providing the most up-to-date stories on the crypto industry, regulations, on-chain analysis, and just what people are talking about in the crypto world. And
right.
It's really important to just expose yourself to those kind of stories and that kind of information as well, because that's what's backing fundamentals of crypto. So, but
Awesome.
until next time, keep watching those charts, and best of luck on your trading.
I would just like to say thanks for inviting me, guys. It was fun.
Thank you so much for joining us, Theon. And we're gonna have a lot of fun later in the after stream voice chat in our server. So
100%.
All right.
Thank you, Theon.
No worries. Have a good one, guys.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for commenting. It was really fun talking to you guys. And until next time, we're YarCrypto. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.